I want to start with a story that I think typifies everything I've been trying to convey to this audience about our situation in our blessed land. The story features the gaslighting, non-fact-based agenda of the left. It reveals how our children are often the victims of this cancerous agenda, and it shows what happens when the Republicans we elect fail to protect us from the most destructive anti-American leftist version of the Democrat Party this nation has ever been cursed with. Whether we admit it or not, Americans are Democrats' favorite targets. It's a reality check I hope, wakes everybody up in today's preamble. The Democrats promised that their hiring of 80,000 goose steppers at the IRS was geared at going after millionaires and billionaires the Democrats claimed were not paying their fair share. To date, the Democrats refuse to tell us what exactly fair share is. And as it turns out, the Democrats were lying anyway. 63% of new audits as of the summer of 2023 targeted taxpayers with incomes of less than $200,000, according to figures compiled by the Wall Street Journal's editorial board. In other words, Democrats have targeted the middle class, leaving their deep-pocketed donors alone. But leftists' attack on our people, they don't stop there. In Democrat-dominated GovEd, a young boy has been suspended from Central Davidson High School in Lexington, North Carolina. His crime? According to the Carolina Journal, Christian McGee was suspended for 3 days after a teacher had given an assignment that used the word alien. Christian asked if the teacher meant like space aliens or illegal aliens without green cards. Because he used the words illegal alien, he was suspended. The term alien and illegal alien are used throughout U.S. laws. The term can be found in 8 U.S. Code 1325. It can also be found in federal law and in congressional acts. Section 1252C of the Aliens and Nationality Laws, titled Authorizing State and Local Law Enforcement Officials to Arrest and Detain Certain Illegal Aliens. Similar language can be found in Section 1365, titled Reimbursement of States for Costs of Incarcerating Illegal Aliens and Certain Cuban Nationals. In other words, the young man was punished by a GovEd school, by a GovEd official or several officials for using a legal and proper term used by our own government because it offended left-wingers' support for lawlessness. This obscene level of indoctrination, commanding our children to deny reality and blessing illegal behavior, should not have resulted in this child being suspended, but it should result in every adult responsible for that suspension being fired and prohibited from ever having access to children in a teaching environment ever again. But sadly, the GOP has surrendered us and our children to this GovEd system that has, like everything else the left touches, descended into abusive pushers of anti-rule of law agendas, and through punishing, making our children victims to the left's barbarous assault on the human spirit, a spirit that knows right from wrong. The attack on our people is total. The left has a take-no-prisoners approach. And save President Trump, we see little evidence the GOP is capable or even interested in rising up to meet this threat. You know, it's sad, too, because America was such a nice country before the left began their unopposed attacks on all of us and our children and our families. Those of you who still have primaries, consider that when you choose your Republican to represent you. Are they warriors or are they just pushovers?